Right, now let's get analysis. We're now joined by political analyst Dr. Levy Ndou. Dr. Ndou, thank you so much for your time. Let's then talk about, the recent address by the former president. He has again reiterated that he could not campaign nor vote for the ANC given the current leadership, and has described how, the party has lost members under Cyril Ramaphosa. Just your reaction in terms of how he hopes to garner support for the MK party, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal.
Good afternoon to you, Unati. Good afternoon to the viewers at home. This is something that we should expect to happen continuously, because when he started to make its announcement that is going to vote for the MK party, former President Zuma promised that there are a lot of other activities that are going to happen. And I think this is one of those activities that was actually talking about, and more of such are expected to happen. My view is that former President Zuma, it's clearly indicating to all of us that he's done with the ANC, he's no longer a member of the ANC, and what I expect the ANC to do is to start living their new life, knowing that former President Zuma is no longer part of the ANC family. At the same time, it could have a huge impact on the support base of the ANC, and particularly in KwaZulu-Natal. Zuma's support, it's mainly known within the structures of the ANC, and there's a possibility that some within the ANC who have been in the party and who supported him might also move with him. And his support outside the structures of the ANC has not been tested. And for obvious reasons, that has never been anywhere except within the ANC. But that does not necessarily mean that he might not be able to get support elsewhere outside the structures of the ANC.
And I'd like us to look at, how that will play itself out. But let's park that for now. Let's talk now about just how the Umkhonto Sizwe Party has been received in the political landscape in general. I mean, the ANC in eThekwini directing its branches to compile reports on the impact, the new party is having on its members. The Patriotic Alliance, we saw it expelled its member and KZN Premier candidate Bonginkosi Khanyile for attending an MK event. And the IFP saying that it's not threatened by the presence of Zuma and the MK party.
It is a normal exercise within political circles that when you have a new political party formed, those that are in existence who want the status quo to remain would feel jealous that there is a new political party that has been formed, and they will do all they could to ensure that they do not lose their members to new political parties. There has been a trend also in South Africa that new political parties would attract prominent members from other political parties in order to boost the morale of those who would want to join them. So what other political parties will do, which is what the ANC is doing, is to check exactly how the new party can have an impact on their existence, and therefore try to develop a strategy on how they have to counter such. It might not be the case in other provinces and other regions, but where they feel that the new political party might have a bigger impact, that's where the level of panic would be very high, and that's where they'll do a continuous assessment of their own membership. Another factor is that we're moving towards the 2024 elections, and everything else, it's about numbers. So political parties would ensure that they do not have to lose any of their members to new political parties, because they want to maintain the status quo, they want to stay in power, and any other party that is formed has a potential to negatively affect their status in the province.
That's exactly what I wanted us to draw, scenarios on in terms of, whilst he is maintaining that he's still a member of the ANC, and contrary to what you are saying in terms of, the ANC should actually bid farewell to, Zuma, saying that he's not actually, a member of the ANC, given just some of these utterances and the stance that he has taken. But just in terms of how this will hurt the ANC, what are we talking about here, particularly looking at the 2024 election? Even Zuma himself in that address, earlier on, saying that we are seeing so many new parties that are trying to take away from, the stake of the ANC and the might of the ANC.
There are leaders of the ANC who left the party, nor expelled from the party, who have gone out to form political parties and they did not make it. And it is not all of them. But what appears to be the case now is that you have Ace Magashule has been expelled from the ANC, formed a new political party, which did not appear to have attracted a lot of people. You have Kalni House also formed this party and has decided to abandon his party to go to the EFF. And in my view, these are the people who are very supportive of former President Zuma, and they couldn't make it outside the ANC. My sense is that former President Zuma is appearing to be saying that it will be better for him to stay within the party, destabilize the party, recruit within the party, because outside the party, he cannot be able to make it. And it becomes a very, very difficult situation for the leadership of the ANC, because they are not sure as to whether, if they constitute disciplinary actions against him, what will be the implications. And if they just leave him as he is, they will also appear to be a party that does not have a backbone in terms of ill discipline. So this appears to be a very difficult situation for the ANC. But the reality of the matter is that former President Zuma is doing all he could to destabilize the ANC from within, and the ANC is in a difficult situation to act.
Dr. Ndou, thank you so much for your analysis. Appreciate your time, Dr. Levy Ndou, there for us.